Right. So first we will start what is an array and why we are using array. Using a normal primitive variable, we can store only one value at a time. Only one value at a time. So let us take integer a. A can hold up to only one value. This is primitive. A holds only one value. Suppose 10. Whenever you try to store another value a equals to 20, suppose, that will replace the old value. In place of 10, the 20 will come. A primitive variable can hold only one value at a time. Only one. If it is an array variable, you can store any number of values. Any number of values. Here it is. Only the thing is what? Suppose if it is C language, you can mention how many values you are storing. Suppose 8 values. 8 values we are storing. Simply here we are writing randomly. I am taking the values. Randomly I am taking the values. Suppose. Okay. I'm taking like this. Here it is. Suppose if it is a Java or .NET, no need to mention the size. Directly you can take. The specifying the values are same. Specifying the values are same. And a very important point here. Once you mention the values here, once you specify, array size is a fixed. Later you cannot change the size of the array. And how the memory will be allocated? This is the memory. All elements will store in the memory block with a side-by-side locations. With a side-by-side locations, all the values will store. This one. This is the memory. Side-by-side locations. How can we access these elements? Using their index. Using their index is a one. Using their index is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Index always starts with a 0. Index always starts with a 0. This is the one. And how can we access the first element? How can we access the first element? Okay, that is. Here it is. The first one in location ARR of 0. ARR of 0. Next, that last one is in which location? Is in a which location? Last one. We need to find out the length of the array. Find out the length of the array. First, we need to find what is the length of the array. Here it is. In Java, easily you can find out, that is ARR dot length. In a .NET is the same one. You can easily find out ARR dot L capital letter length. Length. But in C language, you need to find the total size of the array. Total size of the array. Only in C language, you need to specify like this. Size of array. This is total size of the array. Size of the array by, this is an integer, na? Size of integer. Size of integer we need to specify. Try to understand. Size of the array means what? Suppose here 8 elements are there. Consider each integer occupies 4 bytes. 8 into 4, 32. Here, here is a 32 will come. 32 by size of an integer is a 4. 4. 32 by 4 equals to 8. This is the way we need to find out the size of an array in C language. I'll show you the practically. Now, once you store the length in any variable into any variable, if you store the length, consider here we are writing ARR of n minus 1. ARR of n minus 1. This is the one. Because n is a 8. Total 8 elements are there. Because of index starting from 0, that last location is a n minus 1 location, is a seventh location, Let me show you the codes. Let me show you the codes so that you can also try. Here it is. First, I am taking one array simply. Let me take the array first. Array equal to some values. 3742965758 values I have taken just randomly I have taken that same array we mentioned here you can specify here size you can mention, suppose 8 consider, and here the first question is I just want to print the size of the array. Here it is a simple one. ARR dot length is there. It will find the length and it will give. We are just storing into a variable called n. And length is just printing that n value. But here already we discussed int n is equals to size of is the predefined function, finding the array size by size of integer. Size of array means total size it will give. For all 8 elements, how much memory? 32 bits memory. By size of 32 bytes memory, size of integer is a 4 bytes memory. So total 32 by 4 we are doing. So 8 we are getting. 8. And you know that how to print that length, %d. Here it is n we are printing. This is simply finding the length of the array. See, length of the array is a 8. Now based on that, I want to access the first element of the array. The first element. So what is that? First element always in which location? 0th location. Always in a 0th location. The first element is in which location? 0th location. And in the same way, that last element, already we found that size of the array, that is n. So last element is in n minus 1 location. In which location? N minus 1 location. Last element is in ARR of n minus 1. This is the simple way of finding the length of the array, first printing the first element and printing the last elements of the array.